Good morning guys, I thought it'd be fun to take you with me through my day today. For a few weeks now, I've been really consistent with journaling every morning and I'm really happy about that because I tried to get into journaling for the longest time. I always put way too much pressure on myself to do it the right way. I always had goals like write at least one page, journal every single day without skipping a day, write down every single detail that happened, and I just wasn't able to fulfill all of these goals every single day, so I gave up so many times. But now I'm journaling consistently every single day for a few weeks now. I actually started writing in my commonplace book, which is just a notebook, and I use it for everything. So there are to-do lists in there are sketches in there, it is full of stickers. I use it for whatever I needed in that moment. So it was the perfect place to start journaling again without any pressure, and it really brought the fun back for me, and I was looking forward to it every single day. So now I got a completely new notebook specifically for journaling, and today was actually the very first day that I used that. I just realized I don't think I've introduced myself yet. So if you're new here, hey there, my name is Cass. I'm an artist and the owner of my small business, Smol Creations. I'm also autistic and I have ADHD, so my day might not look as productive. My brain is just constantly so overwhelmed with navigating through life. I just don't have that much energy left to actually do stuff, but I'm trying anyway because I want to prove that it's possible to be a small business owner despite being disabled. To be completely honest, this is like really scary for me to talk about. I've just seen so much hate on the internet when it comes to autistic people talking about their struggles, and I don't really know if I could deal with that, but I also am autistic and I'm sharing my life on the internet and I want to be authentic and talk about my struggles. I know I don't owe anyone proof of anything, but if you're interested, I started researching, looking into being autistic and having ADHD like 3 years ago, and I got officially diagnosed, I want to say like half a year ago. I do not have a very good sense of time and I still struggle with coming to terms with it, I guess, and being not so hard on myself. Let's take today as an example. After journaling, I wanted to get straight into sculpting, but I didn't have the energy to do that. It also didn't really make sense for me to plan my day like that because it really takes me a long time to actually feel awake after getting out of bed. So I normally start working around 4 or 5 p.m. and planning to start working right after my morning routine just does not make sense at all. But I had this vision in my head of how this spend the day with me studio vlog should be, because other creators are doing it that way. But it doesn't matter how much I want to do things and how much I try, I'm just not able to, and that's a really hard thing to accept. So I'm slowly trying to not beat myself down when I'm not able to do things. So I watched an episode of Supernatural, which is my absolutely favorite show, and I'm currently rewatching it. After that, I started doing some very easy chores and did some editing. And now we're here. I recorded the intro for this video and I've been talking for quite a while now, so that's gonna be really fun to edit. I do feel like I'm ready to finally get into sculpting now. We have to make an order for a mushroom girl, which is so exciting. She's one of my favorite characters I ever created. I mean, look at her, she's so adorable. So we'll start with sculpting her right now and then we'll see what we can do after that, depending on how much energy I have left. for an hour now. For some reason, it's taking me really long today. I struggled so much with getting her legs right, but the first part is now in the oven. I'm so glad that with polymer clay, I can bake my creations in multiple stages, which helps so much because when one thing is done, I can put it in the oven and I can't mess it up after that. The next step is to add the mushroom hat and give her some clothes, but for that I need to wait until I can get her out of the oven again, which means now's a good time for me to take a little break, which I really need. I just finished making the arms, but to be honest, I am way too exhausted right now to continue sculpting. Getting to this stage took me more than 4 hours. The next part is making the skirt and adding the hair. I'm usually doing that all at once, but making the skirt is a little bit more complicated and I really don't have the energy to deal with that right now. Even though I really want to finish sculpting her today, I don't think it's the best idea because I do not want to be completely burned out tomorrow. So I'm stopping sculpting for today now and we'll see each other again here tomorrow. Good morning guys, we're back in the studio. It is technically not morning anymore, it is almost 3 p.m. but it's still morning for me. I went to bed at like 4 a.m. I still feel a little bit exhausted from yesterday, so I know that if I had kept sculpting, is that grammatically correct? I am having such a hard time right now putting my thoughts into words. I'm having way too many thoughts at once and they are way too fast. And when I'm not awake enough or stressed, it is really hard for me to form sentences that make sense. So I'll stop trying to explain what I want to say and we'll just continue sculpting. am finally done with sculpting the mushroom girl. This took me a little bit longer than I hoped it would, which means I don't have the time to paint her today. Today I'm really struggling with finding my words, so I'll just end the video here. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. If you want to support me, you can check out my shop. The link is in the description below. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this, because I do think that taking you with me through an entire day, in this case 2 days, but also being a bit more open about my struggles and everything, is how I want to do things in the future. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. See you in my next video. Bye!